What is one piece of advice you'd give your younger self when starting in the business? I've got actually 4 or 5 little pieces of advice here. Number one would be learn the value of smaller losses. When you're wrong, one thing when I started out, I didn't understand the I'm in the business of being right, or I'm in the business of timing the market. I didn't understand that then. And knowing what I know now, I would respect and value smaller losses a great deal more. When you're wrong, you're wrong. Suck it up, own it, move on. But accept it. Another thing is spend more time learning before you trade with real money. Oh my goodness, I hear this from people all the time. They come in, they take a trial from us, somebody else, doesn't matter, and they get out there and they start trading and they lose all their money. They find more money, they come back in the market, they lose all their money, and it's all because they don't have the training. It's all because they don't take the time. One thing that I absolutely don't understand is why it is people don't want to do that, and that is so important, is to take the time to learn to trade. It's not as simple as somebody saying, hey, here's a chart that looks like it's going to go up or go down. It's just not quite that simple. There's a lot that goes on between that point and the point that it actually works out. There's a lot between there, and you have to know that. You have to have that education. So I would probably, my younger self, spend more time learning before real money. I'm saying that through absolute 100% experience, because I have lost my share of money, believe me. And it was all because I did not take the time to learn even some of the basics of trading. Just get out there and pew, 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 just be a cowboy and trade. And that was a big mistake on my part. I wrote down focus. I wrote some notes here. Focus more on education, which we've talked about that. Another thing too, over the years, I've learned the whole concept of doubling your money. I think that's an absolute fabulous way to trade and way to look at things, because it just adds so many benefits. And what you want to do with that is you want to focus on the smaller picture, not the bigger picture. Let me give you an example. Say you have, let's just take $5,000, okay? Say you have $5,000 and you want to double your money in 12 months. Now, I know everybody would like to make more money than that, and I'm here to tell you to get over yourself, okay? It doesn't work that way. That may have just blown a lot of people out of the water right there. Trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a lottery ticket. It's a slow go. It's a learning process. But just think about it. If you could take $5,000 and double it to 10 the first year, think about where I'm going with this now. The second year, you double your $10,000 to $20,000. Oh, ding, light bulb just went off, right? 20,000 to 40,000. See where I'm going with that? So, let's slow trading down a little bit. It's not a get-rich scheme. It takes education. It takes time. And not everybody can do it. And it's not cut out for everybody either. So let's focus on the small picture. Let's go back to our $5,000 account. Did you know that all you have to do is about $24 average a day? And I'm not talking about day trading, okay? So let me, I should have done the math here. So 24 times, well, it's what, 125 times 5, 120. So $120, $125 a week is all you have to do to double your money on a $5,000 account. Pretty cool. Not bad, but it takes education, all right? It takes time. You have to learn the process. But if you look at it like, hey, I want to double that account, I want $10,000, that's too big of a chunk to grasp. It way too big. Take the smaller pieces. Take that $24, or If you're doubling a $10,000 account, take that $50 or, the $250 a week maybe. Do something like that. That is much easier to grasp. Also much more attainable on a regular basis where 10 grand's not attainable overnight. It's not. And we have to accept that. So
if I had the opportunity to talk to my younger self over 25 years ago when I was getting into the markets originally, I would have said two things. Number one, manage your risk. Only use as much capital in a trade that you're willing to lose if that trade goes to zero. All right. And then number two, pay for indicators that are proven, credible, historical, proven accuracy. There's a lot of free stuff out there on the internet. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but if I was talking to my younger self, I'd say you get what you pay for, which means you got to ante up a little bit of money to get the indicators that have the most credibility, the most history, the most accuracy, and that are cutting edge. If I had done that, if I had the opportunity to talk to myself 25 years ago, things would be very, very different.